slow sound, city late and still, streetlights leaning on the windowsill. Heart says move, but the rules won't fail. Feeling risky.
These abandoned locations can kill you. We love Papa Meat. Lock in.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit down because today we're going to be talking about urban exploration.
Bro, I've always wanted to urban explore, bro. Low key. I just feel like it'd be so fun to just like go into an abandoned building with like a couple friends and just like, I don't know, like bring like a Ouija board in there. Dude, do some haunted stuff, bro. You guys think that'd be cool? Low key? I feel like that'd be pretty fun, but also be scary as freak, bro. Because like still water, you walk in there, still water, you get like brain eating amoebas. Or like there's just like some like homeless tweaker living in there that's just like scratching their skin off because they think there's bugs in their skin.
Most people can
Was that the video?
Most people.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I thought that was coming from like in my house, bro, like in my room. Oh, peep the new setup. Peep the new setup. Peep the new setup. Yeah, we still got the nerds up in here. We got the Gorilla Tape. Oh, you guys can't see it, but I got a soundboard in here. Oh, look at that. Listen. And then my favorite, a lava lamp. Ah, it's hot. No chat, I'm not copying Joe Bart. Just because I have a lava lamp doesn't mean I'm copying Joe Bart. Gosh.
People can appreciate the thrill of going on an adventure, but what that means can vary depending on the person. Not everyone wants to go on a simple hike or a beach trip. They prefer to travel to places with a much more rich and
Dude, I've been hiking so much more recently. I'm more tan. Oh, I'm not taking my hoodie off, but as y'all can see, I'm a little more tan. Sorry about the lack of uploads recently. My PC has been shitting the bed. But yeah, I've been loving nature lately.
fascinating history, like Hobbiton, like Frodo going to Mount Doom. That's an adventure. Would going to an abandoned asylum also be
Oh, I thought I heard like a weird whirring sound.
an adventure?
I think so. You never know what's in there. Ghost?
If you're going on an urban exploration, what do you want there to be there? Nothing?
I think you just want to be spooked. Like, it's the thought of someone might be here, but you don't want to encounter someone because then that's scary.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Urban exploration, or urbex, is a simple act of venturing out into man-made structures that have since been abandoned, carrying a unique history preserved for people to explore and admire, or to go in and hope someone's there, but having no one there because they don't want to get too spooked. It's not just about what you find, but the risk you take getting to the location itself. You're going to find out that the world of urbex is quite a unique and interesting.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I am not trusting the pull of an abandoned strip club. Are you kidding me? No, bro. That shit about to fall off with my fat ass, bro. Oh my gosh. And that's
Getting to the location itself. You're going to find out that the world of urbex is
that thing is detaching from the ceiling and you're falling 40 feet from the air.
quite a unique and interesting one. Though there are all sorts of dangers to be aware of during. Though there are all sorts of dangers to be aware of along the way. So mask up as we trek through the world of urban exploration. God. I've only I urban explored once accidentally, and it didn't even end up being urban.
How do you accidentally do
There was Okay. When I was younger, we lived like out in the country, and we like take all these back roads and stuff, you know, country roads. And there was this house that like it was abandoned, and it was always a thing where it was like, what's in there? Who knows? You know, you're a kid, and it was like really dirty. There were like cans everywhere, and then we like went in.
No, we got those here. We got those here where I live in Idaho. There's some abandoned places. We found some ruins on a hike one time. Low-key mad freaky, bro. Low-key mad freaky. Even though it was small, it was all graffitied and stuff, which was low-key unfortunate, but it was pretty cool. Oh,
There,
bro, there are in the place where I live in Idaho, there are underground tunnels that connect all throughout the city, and they are completely abandoned and they are closed off. They were originally used for like illegal gambling.
there was like a bed,
Fun
like a
fact.
bed frame, very recent McDonald's, and we were like, oh
Wait,
my
are these
God.
actual
God,
photos?
someone lives here. So we leave, and as we're doing that, basically, as we leave, we're going down the road, and someone like pulls in. It's like somebody's house that just looks abandoned. So we just broke into somebody's house. To be fair, the door was unlocked. Like, I mean, not even shut, really. Like, the door did. It was a dilapidated house that someone was living in.
Broke into some guy's house.
Is that urban exploration? It's kind of urban exploration. I think so. Granted, it is breaking and entering, but still.
Dude, you
I
could
would.
tell if someone was living in it. There would be no dust sitting. Unless they don't Dude, I swear I'm going schizo.
Just wonder if the guy like walked in and if you just know, you're like, someone's been in here.
Yeah, he saw his McDonald's cup tipped over.
He saw his high C from McDonald's. He's like slightly moved, ever so slightly. While urban exploration has become trendier in recent years, it's surely been a thing for a long time. After all, the concept of wandering around dilapidated structures is by no means a modern concept. And in fact, most people probably have experiences doing this with their friends when they were young. If you're watching this now, man, I'm sorry I went into your house. I really didn't know. I was a kid. I don't know. I was like 13.
I don't think I've done way worse. So like,
Yeah.
You ever go into someone's house and tie them up and just like fucking tickle them?
You ever break in this? I apologize for my actions. That voice crack was absolutely horrendous. I'll leave it alone. I'll put the topic away. I'll put the fries in the bag, bro.
Nick's urban exploration. In the 20th century, for example, post-war battlegrounds were often explored by locals who were inherently fascinated by the structures damaged by bombs or the abandoned factories, bunkers, and air raid shelters. The name, however, came from a 1996 edition of Infiltration magazine posted by a man named Jeff Chapman, who essentially set the groundwork for the hobby by writing an instructional book before his unfortunate
shouldn't have
passing in
told you guys that.
2005. Do you think it was from Urbex?
yes.
All right. Hey, we want to give a quick shout out to our favorite sponsor, There's a lot of reasons to enjoy this particular hobby. It's like a treasure hunt to find the most fascinating location left alone by modern society where nature seems to take over what once was. There are tons of overlap with the aesthetics of urbex, and things like backrooms consisting of liminal, lived-in environments are both intriguing and
Dude,
yet
have you guys seen the commercial for the Backrooms movie? Oh my gosh. Yes, I know we're only basically 5 minutes into the video and it's like an 8-minute recording already. But dude, the trailer for the Backrooms movie actually seems fire, Loki. I think the Backrooms movie is going to be sick.
terrifying. It plays with the surreal nature of it feels wrong to be here, yet at the same time it feels like something that I've seen many times before.
Yo,
It's very
Papa Meat copped a new microphone. Ooh.
uncanny, I will say. It used to be
Look at that. What happened to the duct taped up microphone?
back in the day, it was like asylums and like older shit. Now, you know what I see a lot is like old like movie theaters. People go into like old movie theater,
Oh my gosh, his reflection in the freaking window scared the freak out of me.
older shit. Now, you know what I see a lot is like
Oh
old
my
like movie
gosh.
theaters. People go into like old
Dude. That
old
scared
movie
the freak out of
theaters
me.
or like rich people's homes. That's like another thing. Like
Exploring P. Diddy's abandoned mega mansion? Oh, hell no. Get P Diddy
I've seen
out
people
of
be like,
here.
"Oh, this is like Nellie's old house or something." I don't have no idea if that's really what it is, but that's like what the video is saying. But it's like a big mansion that still has like stuff in it, but it's like obviously been abandoned. It's very odd. It is very odd. It seems like it's the element of danger and like rule break.
See, if you have a mansion, why the freak do you still have? Not like, why don't you have a flat screen TV?
On a first Tinder date, we did some urbex, and it was very
Oh, that's cool.
sketchy because
Mostly for the woman.
well, that's
You wanna crawl into an abandoned hospital for a couple hours? We can be as
Yeah, that's Loki sketch. Your Tinder date, first date. They're like, yo, let's go urbexing. You know, let's explore abandoned places where it's just gonna be us in a place that nobody will ever look for your body, where no one can hear you scream.
loud as we want.
She was telling me that she was big into urban exploration, and then she's like,
That's not a first date thing to
I know,
say.
I know. I suggested of like, you want to go, go to an abandoned building on the first date, and she's like, sure. And then she was like, can my friend come along?
Oh, red flag.
And I was like,
His
uh-oh.
name's Enrico.
And then I thought, well, that's the thing. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get mugged.
Yeah.
But then it turned out, no, it was just two girls, and they were also. She said she brought her friend because she thought
What is this shirt? What is this shirt?
I was gonna be a bad
Yeah.
man.
You're the one that asked.
God, editor, please cut.
Ugh.
God, my lord. I will say, like I guess in like your like a Tinder bio or something saying urban exploration, I like doing that. But like, I don't know why, but I get a little bit of the ick when if someone was like
Trigger word. Trigger word.
one, yeah, I
Buzzword.
love urban exploration. To me, I'd be like, what the fuck are you crawling down like abandoned buildings for?
I had to break up with her because we went to the beach and she wouldn't eat and she was vomiting, or like she was sick all day and it ruined the beach day.
So you
You
broke up.
broke up with her because you ruined a beach day?
There's many factors. Her friends drove there and they were really horrible drivers. They kept looking back to talk and then they would like swerve to like
So you
correct
broke up
themselves in
with
the
her?
lane. And then on the way back, the boyfriend drove home and he was just as bad, like riding people, like stopping and going. So I was like, I can't be friends with these people. It was a
Weren't you also like 26 and she was like 18?
Whoa.
no,
that
no,
that is
no.
that is actually
I was
so true.
23. She was 19.
And she was 17. Sure. Some people who document their urbex experience. Oh God. Oh, editor, save us. There's some people who document their urbex experiences stumble into buildings that are indistinguishable from that of videos from backrooms content. I mean, it looks like they're in a, like these weird. That's like such a weird thing to me too. Is businesses that abandon or like a business goes bankrupt and these giant buildings just stay isolated for so long to the point where it's like, well, no one's going to be in there. We're just going to leave it because I think people are just waiting for someone to buy the property and they'll be like, you deal with it. But it does. It creates this like just like a time capsule. It's so odd.
There was that school. They just left all their records. Or it was a hospital or something. They didn't
Yeah,
take any of the
is that how is that not illegal? What? I don't want my medical records being sifted through by some
Yeah,
snotty ass
real.
kid.
Yeah,
Look at this. What's
real.
his name? Hunter? What a fat loser, guys. Ah! That's what. That's what.
I got this paper. Jonathan. What disease does he have? Hepatitis C.
That's what happened at my hospital. Through word of
Oh, he lives at blank and blank?
mouth and tight-knit communities, people are able to discover and visit these places. Others create entire apps and websites for the purpose of spreading the word about them. Some people will even make lifelong friends in the
Oh, freak. No.
search for urbex partners to
Hey, I went here. I went
aid
here.
them in their travels.
here.
Which, you know, I
went
could see
here.
it being
I did. So my aunt's girlfriend, Candace. Sorry, Candace, but I'm doxing you. She works at, or at least she did at the time. I don't know where she works now. She worked out like this office place, and one part of the place used to be like a paper printer or whatever, paper maker. Correct me if I'm wrong, Candace. And it was abandoned. And so we went urban exploring. And I didn't know, I kind of fed into the idea of it, cuz I was like, "You know what? Let me just, feed the vibes, let it be cool." And we were like exploring and stuff like that. Eh, Noisy drivers. Anyway, we were exploring and stuff, and it was mad sketchy, mad sketchy. Uh, we kept hearing noises. I don't know if I believe it like at all now, but it was very sketchy in the moment. We kept hearing noises. Um, there was supposed to be the lady in the dress that lives like on the upper part of like the second floor. She apparently walks from like one balcony side to the other, and people have reported seeing her. My younger brother Landon saw her when we were there. I didn't see her, but he saw her, and he was like pale, like a ghost, and we were tripping out. And whenever we would ask questions, like pointed towards like the top, like um, like asking questions like in the general direction, we'd hear like tapping, like from the roof, like from the ceiling, not from the upper floor, but from like the roof above us, and that was mad sketch. Oh yeah, my house is also haunted.
And
Yeah, it sucks.
to me,
bro.
it has the similar vibes to
I don't know if
spelunking.
it's actually haunted, but I don't know. It's mad.
To cave diving. Have you heard of this cave? You gotta go to this one. Get into this weird niche community. I don't know. Granted, it's definitely not as, physically intensive or really as scary. You're kind of just walking around a dilapidated building, but it is, I wonder what is the core fascination with it though? Besides, there has to be more besides we can't be here and it's scary. There has to be.
It's the adrenaline rush. I'm telling you.
You're saying that's the same thing though. That's the fear of the adrenaline rush, the fear, and that is it just that?
Oh, hell no, booby traps. Hell
Or is
no,
it people?
I got a new
Well,
female, bro.
First, I thought it was people going to be like, we're going to steal
Yeah,
some shit.
no.
Some of these like movies, because that's what I've seen a lot of people say, like urban exploration, you're not supposed to take anything. Because it's a weird thing where people are like, oh, because I think a lot of commenters are like, they just left that camera there, or they left that projector there. Like, there's like a weird rule of conduct. Like, there has to be something about, there's got to be something more. I don't know.
honestly think it's also, it makes sense that younger people are into it because
Sure.
they're bored.
I mean, yeah, you're not going to see a 48-year-old guy. Or maybe, I don't know. There's probably a YouTube channel with like a 48-year-old guy. Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to look at this dilapidated theater. Which, at that point, too, when you're younger, it is kind of exciting. And it's like, well, yeah, I guess you forgive a kid. But yeah, if it's like a 48-year-old dude, you're like, what the f*** doing walking around a dilapidated movie theater, dude?
Yeah,
Go
it's
home.
honestly
Around the
scarier
world, there are
than seeing,
tons
like,
of
a young
abandoned
person
buildings rotting away.
abandoned place.
Thankfully, many of them are known hotspots for urban explorers who take pictures for the public to admire. In massive city sprawls like LA, there are abandoned places on every corner. And one of the most popular urbex locations in the entire city is the Griffith Park Zoo. Originally opening to the public in 1912 and closing in 1966, the Griffith Park Zoo is particularly loved by urban explorers because many of its exhibits feature giant cages, as well as fake caves and grottos that are fun to explore and have fun in. Do fentanyl, and I guess be scared. Oh, I'm so freaked out that we're down here.
I've just found another reason to go urban exploring.
What is it?
It's a
Take drugs.
spot. You bring your chick, because if you got roommates or something, you go urban
Oh boy, you are not cracking in an abandoned place, bro. That's how you collect. Bro, that's how you collect every disease known to man that was ever conspired in that abandoned place, bro. Like, look at Papa Meat. He is so disappointed in him right now.
explore, make love in the cages and the grottos,
Oh my god.
away from family and friends.
I really like that you say this too. After, as if like that's not immediately what I thought that you were saying when you're like urban exploring on our first date,
That's no.
Mrs. 15-year-old girl.
That wasn't my intention.
Looking like Pooh dipping his hand in the honey jar, dude.
Oh bother.
Oh, Today, the entire site is covered in graffiti, and nature has slowly taken over the rest of the grounds. There are also tons of bats and massive spider nests, but despite this, tons of people love hiking through and using the location for photography and Halloween events, which I will say
Nah,
is
bro,
pretty cool.
Graffiti be ruining things, bro. Graffiti be ruining cool places like this.
I would
I'll
like to
stand
go
on
there.
that.
No one asked me to go urban exploring.
Maybe we'll go after this video.
Shut up, Nick. I don't want to go with you. In other cities, there are entire
He's
abandoned
gonna
amusement
have to
parks
cry.
with some rides and lights still functional, complete with half-broken animatronics and other creepy yet interesting sights. Movie sets are also popular spots to explore. Popular films and television series like Big Fish, Patriots Day, and Salem are still standing to this day and are filled with prop creatures and half-built stage homes, which I do. You know what? I think that, like, a lot of that shit I wish they would leave up. Like, didn't they tear down Minas Tirith?
Oh, did they?
I think so. I think they did like some stuff, but they tore it down. I'm sure a lot of it was in miniature, don't get me wrong, but I'm just mean like, I thought that a lot of the Lord of the Rings stuff, I don't know how much they've preserved, and yet they've just rebuilt somewhere else for their studio or like the walkthrough or something.
Well, I know Hobbiton was like just a facade for the Lord of the Rings trilogies, tore it down, and then for the Hobbit, they actually rebuilt it for a tourist attraction since it was so big. But yeah, I wish they would have just kept the original up.
You give me Isengard. Tell me those fucking movies made how much money? Give me kind of one Isengard. One Isengard, please. Along the coast of Croatia are 5 massive
How
resorts
cool it would be to be a hobbit.
now sit abandoned after the People's Army of Yugoslavia attempted to recapture the country when it declared independence in the 90s. Jesus Christ. Each hotel was bombed and nearly leveled. However, what remains has been reclaimed by nature with vines and wildflowers growing on the concrete, overlooking the blue waters, which I will say, it's really pretty. Horrible. Horrible
Mr. Beast.
monstrosity, or like, you know, I'm sure that it was terrifying, but in Hutuan, China, there's an entire fishing village covered head to foot in bright green vines. Urban
That's
explorers visit
sick.
every year to take pictures of the
That's
crumbling
sick.
homes. Which, would you go all the way to China to urban explore? You have to be really, I mean, I'm trying to think of one reason I'd go to China. Would you go to China?
For the virgin
The
piss
food.
eggs.
Oh my gosh, bro. Follow the warning. Follow the warning.
The key to these eggs is the urine of young boys under 10. Young boys' urine is collected in schools and markets around the city in buckets placed by their street vendors.
the
Eggs are
hell?
boiled until the urine. Eggs are boiled in the urine until hard. The eggs are then cracked and continue to boil for several hours to let the urine soak into the egg. The golden egg
What
smells
the
strongly of urine, but the taste has been described as delicate, salty, and addictive.
Oh, hell no.
If I did go to China, I would have one. When in Rome, when in Beijing. You tell me if you flew all the way there, how long is that flight? It's a long flight. One time in my life, I don't plan on coming back. And a guy has a steaming hot plate of piss eggs. I might dabble in one.
I'm good.
Bro, no, bro. That's like flying to some second world country and working on, you know, a plantation with kids that are making Nike shoes that are making, you know, $1 an hour. And, you know, just buying the shoes from them. Because, you know, when in Rome. Like, shut the hell.
The piss eggs.
Really? Eat just one time? People have been eating them forever?
Nope. I will.
I've seen you eat horse.
Oh, that's different. It's not a child's pee.
I've seen him eat dog. Nick will eat any meat that's cooked in front of him. He's like, I don't care, it's good. I'll put a little piss on an egg. Ooh, now I'm above it. Would you eat was it the bollet? What was the one where it's like
Okay, I'm sorry,
like
bro,
the
I
egg
can't.
fetus thing?
The mallard ducks are incubated for 2 to 3 weeks, boiled inside, and then served from the shell. The warm, gooey, gamey liquid is referred to as the soup of the duck. How do you eat it? The amniotic fluid is drunk straight from the shell and the yolk, as well as the duck embryo.
Okay.
Japan? They're a horny country. The entire interior is filled with sex shrines, sex toys, mannequins, and various
I
sex
skipped
positions
way
and
too
giant
far.
phallic stone statues. Urban explorers frequent the sex museum because its halls are made of artificial caves, and the pitch black interiors make for a haunted experience. Searching through urbex spots, you're bound to reveal a lot of strange objects, whether they're items with deep history history or simply things left behind by other explorers. For example, some explorers have found gigantic statues of presidents' heads left alone in the middle of a random Virginia field, which were moved there after the closure of a park they belonged to, which I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's pretty sick. They used to all belong to some kind of like amusement park or something, and then like one day they're like, F it. And now they keep sinking into the mud. But it's like a very weird, almost looks like a looks like a set in Dune or some shit. It's very weird. One group over in Victoria went to an abandoned wildlife park to find a 16-foot great white shark that had been left behind since 2012. God, that'd be so hard not to be like, we have got to get this out of here. We got to put this somewhere in my house. Other discoveries are far less fascinating and much more depressing. Like one man who found an abandoned house lined with endless lotion bottles and what appeared to be dirty, used socks.
Why is this video turned to this?
Maybe. I think he just broke into some guy's house too. I'm telling you. If you see a dilapidated house on the side of the road, someone probably lives there. One 16-year-old explorer was looking through an abandoned warehouse only to find that it was stocked with broken down NASCAR vehicles, as well as an absurd amount of Red Bull energy drink pallets. In situations like this, it's imperative as a member of the urban exploration community that you do not steal or tamper with environments of any spots you come across. It's often frowned upon when people go out of their way to move things around or decorate areas like abandoned churches, as it takes away the experience for new explorers who want to visit an untouched location. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people have found as much as $6,800 in abandoned homes, while others have stumbled into fully stocked video game stores easily worth thousands of dollars. I mean, if I found a video game store, come on, I'm a human. I know I just went on. I just went against what I was saying. I guess I mean like if it's a church or something like that. Like I don't know. There's a difference probably for no reason in my mind between like an old dilapidated church or something like that versus like I don't know like a video game store that's just like well, what are these video games gonna do? Sit here and rot? Which it just depends. Are you gonna add them to your collection? Be like it was the greatest find of my life. That's a cool story. Or you like a reselling who's just like we're gonna make so much money. I don't know.
I would take one.
Okay, bro, what is that noise?
Yoink, and leave the rest.
If I'm taking one, I'm gonna take all of them.
I would 100% take the money though. Nobody needs it's just money. I need that money.
Give me that money. I wouldn't want to take the money because I'd be like, this is a trap.
Get on with it, bro.
I think that's also why I feel so kind of like apprehensive is because if it feels too good to be true. Someone has like a red dot on me right now. Most experienced urban explorers will give you a laundry list of equipment you should bring. For starters, most explorers wear some kind of mask to protect against mold and asbestos that are in some of these 100-year-old plus buildings, right? Next, you'll probably want to wear long sleeves, jeans, closed-toe shoes, because you never know what you could brush against in these places. Never know what kind of thing's gonna be sticking out. Even like rusty metal, all kinds of shit. Cut yourself, uh-oh.
Yeah, a little tetanus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You ever have a tetanus shot?
Oh yeah, I stepped on a rusty nail in a construction site because I was urban exploring.
Were you? That's awesome. Feels like jello going in your arm.
Yeah. Also,
it's
I had a weird bug jump into my finger.
Something's going on outside, man.
I don't know if I was hallucinating. It was after stepping on the nail. It was either a splinter or a weird bug, but I went to reach out for like a wooden those stakes that come in the ground, and a bug like jumped into my finger and was like trying to crawl into it. Nobody believes me.
You're right, I don't.
Believe it or not, there have been multiple instances of radioactive material being discovered in abandoned buildings. And in one case, a man stole radiotherapy source material from an abandoned hospital, leading to 4 deaths and the contamination of about 112,000 people. No. Holy shit! If he doesn't die, how long do you get to go to prison for life for that, right? 112,000 people? You'll also want to bring a flashlight and even a backpack with medical supplies or food, because with all the pitfalls and crumbling infrastructure, you could be trapped for long periods of time in the worst case scenario, abandoned, like stuck inside of a building, which also I'd freak out. My claustrophobia, I'd freak the out. There's no way. You know, like if I'm in a room.
You get stuck while urban exploring, and you're the only one there, and your light goes out.
Explorers even recommended bringing air tanks, especially in mine shafts. And this is because some locations have dead air, meaning there's no airflow inside. And once the oxygen is used up, you could suffocate. It's really fun. Really cool, too, that cave explorers have to worry about that. Can you imagine crawling somewhere and you're like, be such a crazy experience. While there are plenty of dangers within the walls of every abandoned building, on the outside, the police can sometimes patrol in order to capture anyone caught sneaking in. This is why stealing is frowned upon, as it can turn a potential trespassing charge into one for breaking and entering. That's if you're lucky. On more than one occasion, people have been caught inside abandoned buildings and are essentially swatted with multiple police cars arriving to put out what they think is a serious threat. Some people even get burglary charges and are sent to prison for simply taking random items that they found along the way. All right, dude, I'm not. The video games, I'm leaving. That's what the pigs are doing, though, dude. They're sitting there, they're just like, get it, fatty. Pick up turtles in time. Like, watch me from their SWAT car or whatever.
Yeah, they know these apps and they probably patrol the areas.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely. Like, all these apps that people are like, it's a cool new app. Like, the authorities have got to have some kind of, like, presence on it. Hey, someone sent us this. Okay, cool. We're just going to go to this location and, like, arrest people. One of the more popular Urbex photographers, who goes by Drift, was arrested in 2025 by New York Police Department after they tracked him down because he posted pictures of himself at the top of the Empire State Buildings without any permission. It's just like, we need a pretty popular fucking landmark, dude. At least be a little more subtle. Blobbyland was a theme park modeled after.
Nope. Nope. I am out of there. Nope. I'm already looking at this guy with his charred off fingers, weird off smile, goofy eyes. One staring directly into my soul, the other one wandering off. Freak no.
The fictional world of Crinkly Bottom, home of the fictional characters for Mr. Blobby, an iconic character that just so happens to be nightmare fuel for many of the children from the UK during the 90s. I have no idea what the Blobby is. If you're a UK person, please let me know if you know Mr. Blobby, because I've never heard of that before in my life. Have you've heard of it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he goes like.
Use that audio and then I guess show Blobby. Is that accurate? I don't know. The theme park ran for 3 years and was noticeably underwhelming, even for children. And over time, the novelty faded, and so did ticket sales. Noticeably underwhelming. Even for children. And over time, the novelty faded, and so did ticket sales, resulting in the park being shut down for good. For years, the structure stayed up, their colors fading over time as nature began to take over, and urban exploration videos would showcase what was left of the place. And the deep-seated fear people had of Mr. Blobby made the environment even more creepy. It just made it so much creepier. People would tag the building, throwing insults at Noel Edmonds, or even just writing claims like, Mr. Blobby touched me here. Once again, I guess we can include that, but many people would come to host all-night drug-fueled raves where people turned up while they lit parts of the buildings on fire, shattered windows, or stole animatronics. And finally,
why do people do that, bro? Like, why do they like break into places just to like tear down?
In 2014, the illegal activity pushed people to do something about it. It was completely demolished, with one polka-dotted toilet prop being donated to an art gallery.
Oh my gosh. I need to go to bed, bro. That scared the freak
To
out
keep
of me.
the history of the park alive.
I actually remember that on Reddit. I think people were very upset that Blobbyland got destroyed.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, it's just the hindsight of like, it's not popular when it's active, but it just becomes so infamous to the area that it becomes a landmark. Kind of a weird balance too, because it's like, well, we're going to just let this place rot. But I guess if people are doing a bunch of, activity there and you can't maintain it, then maybe it is just worth better just.
Well, yeah, if young kids are going over there doing drugs and having sex and having fun.
Why does he have to bring this up every
Make
time?
it sound awesome. Swanson Funeral Home had to be shut down in 2017 after a failed inspection. Nearby neighbors complained of a horrible odor coming from the building. And when inspectors arrived to find the source, they discovered multiple unrefrigerated bodies stacked against a wall inside a cardboard box. Fuck. Following its shutdown, the funeral home became a local favorite for urban explorers, and in 2022, a group of 3 decided to venture in. And inside, they found the typical dilapidated ceilings and dusty furniture, but as they went deeper inside and down into the basement, they stumbled upon another horror. Underneath the casket lift lay an arm reaching out towards a cell phone. A man broke into the funeral home to scavenge copper. While inside, he accidentally cut the elevator cable, thinking it was scrap, and the elevator fell on him. The group quickly left the building and contacted the police, letting them know what was inside. Police discovered that this body had only been down there for 6 days and that he was likely alive for some of that period, because there was an indication that he was attempting to claw his way out from under the elevator. This is not the first death to take place in an urbex spot. One man named James Fenton went on a trek that ended up blowing open a previously dead police investigation. The UK man was exploring the White Hill Industrial Estate along with his brother and both of their girlfriends. Everything was fun and games until he noticed a strange-looking object.
Just white, dull, kind of bony type material. So I went over, not thinking anything of it, because it was the last thing I thought I would actually discover. Kicked one of the boxes off the top of the body, and that's when I seen like the skull, the rib cage, and the foot coming up the side of the wall.
After calling the police, further investigation was done, including a facial reconstruction that identified the man as Ian Coots, a 60-year-old Army veteran that mysteriously went missing a year prior. What almost ended another dead end turned into a massive breakthrough after the exact same type of soil found around Ian's remains was also discovered in the car of David Barnes. David was a painter and decorator who had been working on his home at the time of the disappearance. He reportedly told Ian's neighbor that Ian simply went to live with his sister in England despite having no sister living in that region. In court, it was unearthed that David was using his identity after his murder to make out with thousands of dollars. Urban exploration has revealed many cool, forgotten rooms and items that otherwise would have never seen the light of day. It has also led to the discovery of one of the most disturbing laboratories on the planet. In 2023, a YouTube video showed a Chinese man exploring what appeared to be an old hospital. And as he explored the dark rooms, he entered one that held a bunch of concrete vats. When he looked inside, he saw dozens of rotting children. Apparently, these bodies were deep underground inside a bomb shelter, and all of their corpses had major parts missing. In a second video, he returned to explore other parts of the hospital where he found more body parts and bottles of random liquids along with high heels and children's ass. And in a third video, he shows more.
Oh my gosh, you scared the freak out of me. Oh my gosh. No, it was mid talking about this abandoned asylum place where this urban explorer Chinese guy found like the remains of like cut up children, and then you open the door. Oh my gosh. I got that on camera, by the way. Ugh. Right there. He made me bump my lava lamp. Anyways, what's up?
I was gonna have you come try something in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a break.
After you shit yourself.
Yeah. I'm back.
More bodies stuffed inside boxes and medical bags. As he explored further, he walked through what looked like fat bergs created from rotting corpses in a room. People who viewed the videos were able to find the building's location on Google Maps, and to their surprise, the building is barely visible in satellite imagery, making it seem like someone was trying to cover it up. To this day, no one's really sure of what was found in these vats, but no more videos have surfaced of the location's exploration. Yeah, and I don't know, this could be like a weird internet conspiracy thing. The whole thing could be bullshit, but it is very fascinating, and it falls into that line of it opens the world of like possibilities of just like what is hiding in all of these places. I don't know, but it could be bullshit. I don't know. It is. I mean, it's very odd that there's no other.
Well, it's China. Maybe they.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. They could have covered it up. I don't know if it's.
Are those the kids?
It's a huge ring. I'm not sure. The videos are. It's very odd, but I don't know. Urban exploration is certainly an enticing thing to get immersed in. It's not just the adventures, but the fascinating discoveries one can make when revisiting a place frozen in time, or a bunch of Chinese baby bodies that are stuffed in cement vats. Cool! It's not something to take lightly. However, whether it's mold, asbestos, police intervention, or meeting with a potentially dangerous squatter, there's plenty of reasons why you should take extra precaution if you ever want to participate in this sort of pastime. If you're going out and you're wanting to explore all these places, just be mindful of where you're going, and for the love of God, don't take anything, and if people are squatting there, just fucking leave. Don't mess with it. Just, I don't know. Also, if you're in China and you find a cement vat full of people, I don't know. Do whatever you can to make sure that gets found out about. I don't know.
Why did you tell the police?
I don't know. Editor, do you tell the police? Until next time, guys, keep exploring. We'll see you in the next.
W frickin' video, bro. W frickin' video. Well, if y'all enjoyed that one as much as I did, tune in for another. There'll be plenty like this again. I'm out of here.
Slow sound, city late and still. Streetlights leaning on the windowsill. Heart says move, but the rules won't fill. Feeling risky, but I just chill.